Hey guys, it's been a minute. So I'm here, the day before it's supposed to come out, but it's out, playing Wizards Unite. I have been looking forward to this game since they hinted at its release years ago. I've been playing it a bit just to see how the ebb and flow is, because if anybody remembers, the first day of Pokemon Go was a nightmare. It was basically like their entire servers were run on potatoes. This is different. So far, things have been pretty smooth, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna take you through a quick run through of what's going on Wizards Unite. So as you can see here, I am sitting on my Ministry ID. You can put your name on it and change it at any time. You can show that you are a Statue of Secrecy supporter and multiple other things as you care to go along. My house is Ravenclaw. It always has been. That's what Pottermore told me I was. That's what I always believed I was. I'm a Ravenclaw. At level 4 or 6, I can't remember, you're able to go through and choose a profession, and then you can also go in and go along and choose whether you want to be offensive or defensive, and as you go along, it helps. So you can choose your wand. I decided to go on to Pottermore and choose my exact wand. This is my wand from Pottermore. I have a Hawthorn wand, Dragonheart string, unyielding, and 13 inches. I love it. So let's go on. So basically you can find your Ministry ID in the corner, just like you can find your player in Pokemon Go. Unlike in Pokemon Go, outside of it, you have your friends list. Friends list right there. Have a friend. You can see their information, see how long they've been playing, or how far they've gotten. So I'm going to describe some of the stuff that you can see around here. You can see the maps a lot like Pokemon Go. Over here is a greenhouse. As you get closer to them, you get to pick up plants, and you get to plant plants if the plant is empty. And if the planter is not empty, you can help it grow and move along. Right here, right here, right beside it, is considered an inn. It helps you get stamina. This is one of those games where you have to have stamina in order to cast spells. Traces can be found a lot more often in that big old square area that just lit up. Energy. So these are your daily assignments. I've completed all of mine for right now. I'll show you them later when I can. It has a day-to-day bonus you can get. Those lightning bolts are the stamina. Let's go back. So these are the dailies. The dailies look a lot like what I'm about to show you. If it will load. Okay. They look a lot like these. You go through and you have achievements on or doing certain things, picking up certain things, and then the SOS assignments, which is what we're trying to fix. Okay, let's go into the suitcase. The suitcase is very important. So right here we have the potions. We get to brew the potions. Unlike in Pokemon Go, you only get a chance of picking them up. You don't have a chance of... Well, you have a chance of picking them up when you spin stops, but this way you get to actually make them. You pick these up all over the map, and you also get them from the greenhouses. So you pick up the stuff for them, you make the drops, and it takes time. You can finish them fast with the coins, or you can just let them take their time. This one has an hour and 21 minutes left. If you go into the vault, these are all of my potions. So each potion has a certain thing that they can do. As you can see, it tremendously improves the spell cast and traces, and Wizarding Challenge duration 5 spell casts. So if you're in a challenge and you're trying to save something or save someone from one of the bad things that is happening, you use a potion if it's really hard. Healing potions are helpful in oddity traces and wizarding challenges, which is basically the gems. And then you have your XP boost. If I go on up here, it shows ingredients. These are just all of the ingredients that you pick up for your potions. Utilities. I'll get more into the silver keys here in a moment. Spellbooks help with that spell tree that I showed you earlier with your profession. Dark detectors are the best way to sum them up is you use them for the inns. You place them in the inn and it makes it so you can find better traces around. And they're basically the Pokemon Go's lures. But you can have up to 3 dark detectors on them at a single time, which makes it easier to catch things. So let's go back. I'll explain more about the silver keys as I stated. Runestones help with the gems, basically, the gems. You put a rune into the fortress, and once you put it in, people have like 15 seconds to join you and help you fight whatever you are fighting in the gym. Or the fortress. I'm used to saying gym. Seeds and water. So, got the seeds. These are all for the greenhouses. So you have an empty pot. You place a water, you place a seed, and you let it grow. It can sometimes take like 24 hours, can take a certain amount of time. I don't want to delete. Ooh, no. It takes a certain amount of time, but once you're able to do the amount of time, you're able to pick up whatever you've dropped around or whatever you planted around the greenhouse there for a while. I'm not sure about the time because, like I said, some of them take 24 hours and this game hasn't even been out for that long yet. Let's go over to Diagon Alley. It's basically the shop. And you just, whatever you're needing, you can spend coins to get. As you noticed, I got the Ravenclaw Pride because, gotta have pride for my house. Silver keys, dark detectors, energy. So basically, if you run out and you're not near any inns, you use your points. I've got quite a few currently. You can get some extra potions, extra potion ingredients, whatever you need, real quick. And then there's Gringotts, and which you buy coins. Pretty easy to follow. Registry. This is where it gets a little complicated. So when you first log into the game, there will be things around that look like the symbols that are up top that I'm currently flipping through. and they will be floating around you or your character. If you fight or whatever you click on and you win through this spell, you will get pieces like Rubius or Hagrid. You get fragments of whatever you fought. Say Rubius Hagrid, you need one. For other things, you need multiples. The ones that I have is just ones. This was a baby unicorn. I've seen one fragment. In order to get the full fragment, I have to get 4. For the hippogriff, I need to get 8. So on and so forth. There are multiples. Care Magical Creatures, Dark Arts, Hogwarts School, and each one has a higher tier than others. So as you can see, there's quite a bit. And as you go on, the harder they get. You have challenges. Challenges are fun, and as I said earlier, the farther you go along with the challenges, the harder they get. 80, 150. I think you have to fight these guys. Haven't gotten that far yet. So, you go on to this. These are chapters of how far you've gotten into your story. I've gotten to like chapter 2, picked up things, and you pick them up from fighting the different exploration battles. I haven't gotten anything for events yet. I think those are going to be harder to come by. I'll tell you more when I know more. So, as I've said with the professor, you go along, you can choose other things that you want to do. You can change as you go along. I liked being a professor because it's in my mind it's kind of DPS. Each one has its own key thing that it can do. And yet again with the trees. Port keys. Port keys are basically eggs in Pokemon Go. It's great. I love it. You're still walking. And this is where I come along to the keys. Keys are basically incubators. You get a gold key. It's your standard infinite incubator key. You know, it's infinite. The silver keys are the ones that you get are one-time uses, and you use them as you go along. They're useful. Once you have finished a port key, you're able to click on it, and it will take you to a portal. You step through the portal, and it take you to places like Dumbledore's office, Rubius Hagrid's hut. Another one I saw was Nocturne Alley. It'll take you to multiple different places, and you have to pick up things in order to find key things for the registry. The one that I found currently, I think it was this one. Yeah, it was the alchemy eggs. They're very rare. It's at an unplottable location, and the unplottable locations are from the port keys. Awesome. So, that's basically it, guys. I've shown you, it shows you the weather like it does in Pokemon Go. It shows you, north, south, east, west. You can also take pictures of yourself for the game, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to mention them in the comments. I will get around to them if I know the answer. Thanks, guys. If you need anything else, just let me know. Love you.